Well, the actual winery here was started in 1985 with the first vintage. When we started out in our industry here, we were about 12 wineries that were part of the scenes. Today we are at 200 plus wineries. It's amazing how it's flourished. It's gone a long ways, really. Things that set us apart is what we're trying to do is make a wine that isn't really intense and heavy. We're trying to make a wine that sits very pleasantly into your mouth, is very enjoyable, and really suits almost everybody's palate. And along with that, we're trying to create a high level of consistency. And there it's understanding your vineyard, your site, as to what we can do during the growing season to manipulate the fruit, to maintain very good maturity and flavors from vintage to vintage. It's sort of really good value and over-delivering in the quality of wine by a long shot. In regards to our portfolio of wines and how we've arrived at that and how it developed and unfolded, was in the early years when we started, so 1981 when we did our first plantings, being much colder winters, we had to select very hardy varieties, and it just happens that the white varieties are a lot more winter hardy, so that was an easy choice. And as time progressed, now over the last 35 years, we've warmed up a lot. So that now allows us to have a longer growing season to ripen red grape varieties and to get into more of the tender white varieties and also those varieties that require a longer growing season. So we're at 21 wines in our portfolio, which is, for the size of our winery, huge, but it's also a little bit of a personal expression of us wanting to be able to play and experience the rewards of each grape variety. My brother Gordon has made a very valid comment saying after farming for 35 years, you'd think we'd be able to do things easier and we'd have it figured out and we know what's going on, when in fact the reality is we're working harder every year just to squeeze a little bit more flavor out of that grape by looking after it properly in the vineyard and doing proper things in the winery. What I really enjoy about the winemaking and also the agriculture part, the grape growing, and also the technological part, it's multifaceted. It's overwhelming the amount of knowledge that you need to acquire to keep going because we like to do it ourselves. And that is ever challenging. And it is also very rewarding. Technology today gives winemakers tools that we've never had before. And that allows us to understand the winemaking process better and influence things in a very positive way. Word of mouth has been our best marketing tool, and it's worked very solidly. Even considering we've gone now to these 200 plus wineries in the valley, we still seem to be holding our own and would hope to continue.